The Tamil Nadu government presents a tax-free budget in the Legislative Assembly. Reduces VAT on cell phones, motor pumps and LED lights. Any attempt by the government of Karnataka to construct a reservoir across Kaveri near Meghdatu will be thwarted, says Tamil Nadu government in the Assembly. Budget estimates 2015 to 16 sets apart 24,633 crore rupees for education like never before. The news in detail. Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu O. Paneerselvam presented the budget for the year 2015 to 16 in the Legislative Assembly today. He said Puratchi Thalavi Amma is the embodiment of unfailing courage, benevolence, wisdom and zeal, which are the essential qualities of a king. It was informed in the Assembly that over the last 3.5 years, under the able leadership of the dynamic leader Puratchi Thalavi Amma, the state has witnessed many path-breaking achievements on all fronts. He said the sagacious leader Puratchi Thalavi Amma acted swiftly and had put up the state back on the growth path and fulfilled her electoral promises. Notwithstanding this increased financial burden and the slow growth in the state-owned tax revenue, under the guidance of Honorable Puratchi Thalavi Amma, this government has decided not to impose any new tax. Accordingly, the following tax changes were proposed. Electricity tax on generating plants using biomass, excluding bagasse, will be withdrawn to give a boost to green energy producers. Input tax credit reversal imposed at the rate of 3% on the interstate sale of goods as per proviso to Section 19 of Tamil Nadu Value Added Tax Act 2006, which was introduced with effect from 11th November 2013, will be withdrawn henceforth to make the manufacturing industries in Tamil Nadu more competitive with their counterparts in the neighbouring states. Clause C will henceforth be withdrawn to enable the dealers to claim input tax credit on the interstate sale of goods without C form. Fishing accessories like fishing ropes, fishing floats, fishnet twine, fishing lamps and fishing swivels will be exempted from the present levy of VAT. Mosquito nets of all kinds will be exempted from the present levy of VAT at 5%. Works contract relating to sizing of yarn will be exempted from the present levy of VAT. VAT on cardamom will be reduced from the present levy of 5% to 2%. VAT on LED lamps of all kinds will be reduced from the present levy of 14.5% to 5% to encourage the use of energy-saving devices. VAT on air compressors, pump sets up to 10 HP and their parts thereof will be reduced from the present levy of 14.5% to 5% to encourage MSME sector and to benefit the agriculturists in the state. VAT on cellular telephones will be reduced from the present levy of 14.5% to 5%. The above tax concessions will result in loss to the exchequer to the extent of 650 crore rupees per annum. Tamil Nadu's GSDP is expected to grow by over 9% during 2015 to 2016. The overall gross transfers to states as a proportion of the centre's gross revenues, which is expected to continue at 49%, a large decline from 53% in 2011 to 12. The union budget has drastically reduced support to the various central schemes implemented through state governments. 8 centrally sponsored schemes like modernization of police force, tourism infrastructure, Panchayat Sashaktikaran Abhiyan, Backward Regions Grant Fund and National Mission on Food Processing have been discontinued. The revenue impact of these schemes on the state is 1,137 crore rupees per annum as per 2014 to 15 allocations. Further, in respect of 24 centrally sponsored schemes like National Agricultural Development Program, National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, National Rural Drinking Water Program, National Health Mission and National Urban Livelihood Mission, the allocations have been slashed by 21,116 crore rupees in the union budget 2015 to 16 compared to 2014 to 15 allocations. Due to the projected tax buoyancy of the central government, the state will lose heavily in real terms when this new devolution pattern is adopted based on the recommendations of the 14th Finance Commission. The state government will be burdened with a heavy responsibility of providing additional share in the centrally sponsored schemes from its own resources without getting adequate increased resource flow from the central government. The time has come for the central government to leave all indirect taxation to the states and retain only direct taxation so that the states which lead in economic development are not dragged down for want of resources. The revenue receipts of the Tamil Nadu government for the year 2015-16 is projected at 1,42,681.33 crore rupees. Revenue expenditure is estimated at 1,47,297.35 crore rupees. Thus, the revenue deficit for the year 2015-16 is estimated at 4,616.02 crore rupees. It was informed in the Assembly that due to the pressure of increased allocations for the subsidies and to the social sectors against the slow tax growth, this revenue deficit is inevitable. The Tamil Nadu government, during its presentation of the budget for the year 2015-16 in the Assembly today, said the government, which follows a path forged by the People's Chief Ms. Jaya, will take all efforts, including legal measures, to thwart any attempt made by the government of Karnataka to construct a reservoir across Kaveri near Meghadattu. It was informed in the Tamil Nadu Assembly today that the relentless struggles the Tamil Nadu government, which follows a path forged by the People's Chief Ms. Jaya, has waged, and the spectacular successes it has achieved in the Kaveri and Mullaiperiyaru river water disputes are now legendary. Not resting on its laurels, this government has been vigorously pursuing to establish the state's rights. The Tamil Nadu government, which follows a path emblazoned by Ms. Jaya, has been continuously taking action to ensure that the rights of Tamil Nadu farmers are safeguarded with regard to Kaveri waters. The government has already filed an interlocutory application in the Supreme Court to stop Karnataka's illegal move of building a reservoir across River Kaveri at Meghadattu. It was assured in the Assembly that the government will take all efforts, including legal measures, to thwart any attempt made by the government of Karnataka to construct a reservoir across Kaveri near Meghadattu. It was also informed that the Tamil Nadu government will also take steps to ensure the formation of the Kaveri Management Board and Kaveri Water Regulation Committee, as reiterated by Purachi Thalavi Amma. Further, it was informed in the Assembly that implementation of important river linkage projects is also being taken up. Implementation of Thamarabarani, Karumeniyar, Nambiyar river linkage project, taken up in 4 stages at a cost of 369 crore rupees, is in progress. Construction of the Kattalai barrage has been completed at a cost of 254.45 crore rupees as a part of the Kaveri Gundar river linkage project. A sum of 253.50 crore rupees is provided in this budget for river linkage projects. It was announced that works relating to climate change adaptation program in Kaveri Delta is all set to commence, and it is proposed to take up works in the Vennar sub-basin, and an amount of 200 crore rupees has been provided in the budget estimates 2015-16. The overall allocation to the irrigation sector has been increased to 3,727.37 crore rupees. This year, the government has accorded sanction to take up planting of another 67 lakh saplings with an outlay of 53.72 crore rupees. In the coming financial year, an overall allocation of 754.19 crore rupees is provided for the Environment and Forest Department. In the budget estimates 2015-16, a total amount of 24,633.50 crore rupees has been set apart for the Department of Education. In the budget estimates, 381 crore rupees has been allocated to bring down the school dropouts in the 10th, 11th and 12th standards. With continued and single-minded focus on the welfare of students, a total amount of 1,037.85 crore rupees is provided for the supply of textbooks, notebooks, 4 sets of uniform, school bags, footwear, geometry box, atlas, crayons, color pencils and woolen sweaters for the year 2015-16. Further, 219.50 crore rupees is also provided for the supply of bicycles to 6.62 lakh students. In the budget estimates 2015-16, a total amount of 20,936.50 crore rupees has been set apart for school education. For the year 2015-16, an amount of 569.25 crore rupees has been provided for reimbursing tuition fees to first-generation students pursuing graduation. Due to the concerted efforts of this government, the enrollment of students in higher education, which was 6,51,807 in 2010-11, has increased to 7,66,393 in 2014-15. A sum of 110.57 crore rupees is provided for the year 2015-16 as financial support to the Annamalai University. A sum of 3,696.82 crore rupees has been allocated for the Higher Education Department in the budget estimates 2015 to 16. The government has substantially increased budgetary allocation for the Health and Family Welfare Department from 4,395.31 crore rupees in 2010 to 11 to 8,245.41 crore rupees in the budget estimates 2015 to 16. This is 4.52% of the overall allocation of the state government. In the budget estimates 2015 to 16 also, an amount of 781 crore rupees is provided as premium for this scheme. An allocation of 668.32 crore rupees has been made for the Dr. Muthulakshmi Reddy Maternity Benefit Scheme in the budget estimates 2015 to 16, which has been a blessing to poor pregnant women. Similarly, an amount of 50 crore rupees has been allocated for Amma Baby Care Kit scheme and an amount of 60.58 crore rupees has been allocated for the menstrual hygiene program in this budget. The budget report 2015 to 16 said, at present the demand-supply gap has almost been bridged, even though the power consumption demand has increased substantially. It was informed that a total financial support of 13,586 crore rupees has been provided for the power sector in the budget estimates 2015 to 16. The Tamil Nadu government has been taking concerted efforts to meet future power demand by expediting the execution of power projects such as the Ennur Thermal Power Station expansion and Ennur SEZ Thermal Power Project. In addition, preparatory works are under progress in the Ennur Replacement Thermal Power Project and North Chennai Power Project Stage 3. It was informed that the state also met an all-time peak demand of 13,775 megawatts on 24 June 2014. Further, in order to evacuate the huge quantum of renewable energy, the Tamil Nadu Transmission Corporation has taken up the establishment of a vast network of high-capacity transmission lines in the state at a cost of 6,000 crore rupees. Funding of 1,593 crore rupees for creating a portion of this transmission network infrastructure with 40% grant from the National Clean Energy Fund and 40% loan assistance from the KfW German Fund is expected in the coming year. 20% of the cost will be provided by TANTRANSCO as equity. An innovative solar energy policy was announced in 2012 by Honorable Amma with the objective of adding 3,000 megawatts of solar power capacity. These initiatives have resulted in Tamil Nadu reaching the top position in the commissioning of renewable energy capacity, including solar energy, in the country. In spite of the heavy financial commitment and ever-increasing power subsidy burden on the state, this government has taken the people-friendly measure of absorbing the recent power tariff hike for bi-monthly domestic consumption up to 500 units. Altogether, this government has extended 11,748 crore rupees of support to the TANGEDCO in the form of subsidy, share capital, cash loss financing, debt servicing and debt takeover during 2014 to 15. A total financial support of 13,586 crore rupees is provided for the power sector in the budget estimates 2015 to 16. A sum of 6,614 crore rupees has been allocated in the budget estimates 2015 to 16 of the Tamil Nadu government towards the schemes for agriculture, towards the second agriculture revolution as envisioned by the People's Chief Ms. Jaya. The state government is providing 100% subsidy to small and marginal farmers and 75% subsidy to other farmers for taking up micro-irrigation works. It was informed that the Tamil Nadu government will vigorously promote efficient use of water under micro-irrigation with an outlay of 200 crore rupees in the coming financial year. Acknowledging the potential of horticulture as a source of higher income for farmers, the area under horticultural crops in the state has been increased to 27.18 lakh acres in 2015 to 16 with an estimated total outlay of 111.97 crore rupees. To ensure the smooth supply of quality seeds to farmers, a sum of 25 crore rupees is being allocated. A sum of 150 crore rupees is provided in this budget to ensure the timely availability of fertilizers to the farmers. In the coming financial year, the cooperative sector will aim at disbursing an unprecedented amount of 5,500 crore rupees as crop loans. To take up agricultural mechanization in a significant way, this government has allocated 100 crore rupees. A sum of 200 crore rupees is allocated in this budget as the state government's production incentive for paddy. 25 crore rupees is allocated for fodder development. A sum of 100.68 crore rupees is allocated for the dairy sector. An allocation of 183 crore rupees is provided as relief assistance during the fishing ban period and lean season in the current year. The fisheries sector is provided with 728.68 crore rupees in the budget estimates. An allocation of 5,300 crore rupees has been made as food subsidy for the coming financial year. An allocation of 2,800 crore rupees is made for CRIDP in this budget estimates. An overall allocation of 8,228.24 crore rupees is made in the budget estimates for the Highways Department. A sum of 365.91 crore rupees is allocated for the MSME sector in the budget estimates 2015 to 16. Devolution of funds has been increased to 5,422.07 crore rupees and 3,926.32 crore rupees for rural and urban local bodies. An allocation of 1,260 crore rupees has been provided in the budget estimates for taking up another 60,000 houses under the Chief Minister's solar-powered greenhouse scheme. Tamil Nadu government has allocated 500 crore rupees and 750 crore rupees for the Chennai Mega City Development Mission and the Integrated Urban Development Mission respectively. An amount of 149.70 crore rupees has been allocated for the Sports and Youth Welfare Department. An outlay of 1,575.36 crore rupees is provided for Integrated Child Development Services Scheme. To empower and make women active participants in the economic development, 95 lakh sets of electric fans, mixies and grinders were distributed during the past 3 years. During 2014 to 15 and 2015 to 16, sanction has been accorded for distribution of 45 lakh packages each year. 2,000 crore rupees have been allocated for this scheme in the budget estimates 2015 to 16. To facilitate and equip our students with the latest computer skills and make them competitive, the Tamil Nadu government has been implementing the scheme of distribution of laptop computers free of cost to the students studying in government and government-aided schools and colleges in the state. So far, 21.65 lakh students have benefited under this scheme. For this flagship scheme, this government has allocated 1,100 crore rupees in the budget estimates for 2015 to 16. Anganwadi centers and noon meal centers across the state have been constructed, modernized, electrified and repaired at a cost of 821.33 crore rupees in the last 4 years. Electric mixies, kitchen devices and other utensils have also been provided to these centers at a cost of 24.17 crore rupees. We are happy to note that our government has ensured that in the last 4 years, all noon meal centers and 41,830 Anganwadis have been provided with gas connections. During 2015 to 16, the remaining 12,609 Anganwadi centers will be provided with gas connections to achieve 100% coverage. In the budget estimates 2015 to 16, 703.16 crore rupees have been allocated, out of which 204 crore rupees has been apportioned for gold coins for making Thirumangalyam. The Girl Child Protection Scheme has been implemented at a cost of 422.67 crore rupees, benefiting 2,20,072 girl children so far. In the budget estimates 2015 to 16, 140.12 crore rupees has been allocated for this scheme. Discussion on the budget presented for the year 2015-16 will commence on the 27th of March and will be held till the 31st of March. Reply for the discussions will be given on the 31st of this month, Speaker of the Tamil Nadu Assembly said. Leaders of various political parties have appreciated and welcomed the budget for the year 2015-16 presented in the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly. They said that the budget was aimed at the overall growth and development of the state, besides aiming to make Tamil Nadu the numero uno state in the country. The budget for the fiscal year 2015-16 was presented in the Tamil Nadu Assembly today. Several political leaders have expressed their opinion that this budget would take the state in the path of growth and success.
இந்த நிதிநிலை அறிக்கையில ஒரு துளி கூட வரி என்கிற ஒரு சுமை ஏழை எளிய ஒட்டுமொத்த தமிழக மக்களுக்கு இல்லாத வகையில அதே நேரத்தில் பல வகைகளை குறைத்து சாதனை படைத்திருக்கிற ஒரு நிதிநிலை அறிக்கையாக இந்த நிதிநிலை அறிக்கை இருக்கிறது. இந்திய குடியரசுக் கட்சியின் சார்பில் இந்த நிதிநிலை அறிக்கையை நெஞ்சார மனமாற பாராட்டுகிறேன், வாழ்த்துகிறேன்.
வரி சலுகைகள் எந்த ஒரு வரி இல்லாத ஒரு நிதிநிலை அறிக்கை, எந்த ஒரு வரி சுமை இல்லாமல் வரிகள் எல்லாம் குறைக்கப்பட்டிருது. காவல்துறைக்காக கிட்டத்தட்ட 2000 கோடி ரூபாய் அதிகமாக நிதி ஒதுக்கீடு செய்திருப்பது சட்டம் ஒழுங்கு மீது எப்படி மக்கள் முதல் மீது அக்கறை இருக்கிறது என்று சுட்டிக்காட்டுகிறது. மொத்தத்திலே ஒரு சிறந்த ஒரு நிதிநிலை அறிக்கை, மக்களுக்காக சிறப்பாக எந்த வரியும் இல்லாமல் பல வரி சலுகைகள் அறிவித்திருக்கிறார்கள். அது உண்மையிலே ஒரு சிறந்த ஒரு நிதிநிலை அறிக்கை என்றுதான் சொல்ல வேண்டும்.
அனைத்து துறைகளிலுமே தமிழக அரசினுடைய நடவடிக்கைகள் முன்னேற்றத்தை நோக்கி சென்று கொண்டிருக்கிறது. அது மட்டுமல்ல,
தமிழ்நாடு தொலைநோக்கு திட்டம் 2023 என்பது அனைத்து துறைகளிலும் வளர்ச்சியை தந்திருக்கிறது என்பதில் யாரும் மாற்ற முடியாது. இன்றைய தினம் ஒரு சிறப்பான பட்ஜெட்டை, மக்கள் விரும்புகின்ற பட்ஜெட்டை, மக்களுக்கு தேவையான பட்ஜெட்டை தமிழக அரசு மாண்பு புரட்சித் தலைவர் அம்மாவுடைய வழிகாட்டியதின் பேரில் மாண்பு தமிழக முதல்வர் நிதிநிலை அறிக்கையை தாக்கல் செய்திருக்கிறார்கள். உண்மையிலே அது வரவேற்கத்தக்கது.
உலகம் முழுக்க இருக்கிற ஒட்டுமொத்த தமிழ் சமூகத்தினுடைய நம்பிக்கையை பெற்றிருக்கிற ஒரே அரசு நம்முடைய முதல்வர் புரட்சித் தலைவர் அம்மாவுடைய அரசு என்பதை மீண்டும் மீண்டும் பறைசாற்றுகிற, வலியுறுத்துகிற திட்டங்களை தந்திருக்கிற அரசினுடைய கருத்தாகத்தான் இந்த நிதிநிலை அறிக்கையை தமிழ்நாடு குங்கிளைஞரவை பாராட்டுகிறது.
The general public has also welcomed the Tamil Nadu budget 2015-16.
தமிழக மக்களுக்கு ஏகப்பட்ட எண்ணற்ற பல சலுகைகளை தமிழக அரசு அறிவித்திருக்கிறது. குறிப்பாக நெல்லை மாவட்ட விவசாயிகளுக்கு, வாழை விவசாயிகளுக்கு குளிர்சாதன கிடங்கு அறிவித்த ஆன்மீக மக்கள் முதல்வர்களுக்கு நெல்லை மாவட்ட விவசாயிகளின் சார்பாக கோடான கோடி நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறோம்.
பள்ளிக்கல்விக்கு இந்த வருஷம் 20,000 கோடிக்கு மேலே ஒதுக்கி இருக்கிறாங்க. இந்த பட்ஜெட் இந்த பள்ளிக்கல்விக்கு எல்லாத்துக்குமே மிச்சம் எல்லா விதத்திலுமே சிறப்பான பட்ஜெட் தாக்கல் பண்ண தமிழக அரசுக்கும், குறிப்பாக மக்கள் முதல்வர் அம்மா அவர்களுக்கும் ரொம்ப நன்றி.
இன்னைக்கு அறிவித்த பட்ஜெட்டை பொறுத்தவரையில் மாண்புமிகு அம்மா அவர்களின் வழிகாட்டுதல் நடந்த பட்ஜெட் வரவேற்கத்தக்கது, நெசவாளர்கள் பலன் பெறக்கூடிய பட்ஜெட்டாக அமைந்திருக்கிறது. இதற்கும் மாண்புமிகு மக்கள் முதல்வர் அம்மா அவர்களுக்கு நன்றியை காணிக்கைகிறோம்.